It began not with a battle cry, but with a stain, a dark crimson splash upon the pristine white of the Russian winter, a stark and brutal prelude to the carnage that would unfold. In the summer of 1942, Hitler's war machine, the colossal German Sixth Army, rolled relentlessly across the vast, sun-scorched steppe. Their objective was a city that bore the name of Hitler's most hated adversary, Stalingrad. Driven by a fanatical obsession, the Führer sought not only to erase his rival's name from the map, but also to seize the vital Caucasus oil fields, the lifeblood required to fuel his conquest of Europe. Before a single German boot touched the city's streets, the Luftwaffe descended. For days they unleashed a torrent of fire and steel, reducing Stalingrad to a skeletal ruin, a sea of flame and twisted metal. The city was a ghost before the ground war had even begun, setting the stage for one of history's most horrific confrontations. The battle for the ruins was a descent into a new kind of hell. This was not a war of open fields and grand maneuvers. It was a savage, intimate slaughter fought from one shattered room to the next. In the skeletal remains of the Red October tractor factory and the fortified rubble of Pavlov's house, every doorway was a potential death trap, and every floorboard hid an enemy. Soldiers called it the Rattenkrieg, the Rat War. They hunted each other through the labyrinthine sewers, the dark cellars, and the skeletal husks of apartment buildings. In this urban meat grinder, the front line was everywhere and nowhere. Life expectancy for a new soldier was often less than a single day. The fighting was so ferocious, so unyielding, that the city devoured men and machines, grinding them down in a relentless cycle of attack and counterattack. Here survival was measured not in days, but in hours, and victory was measured in meters. As the brutal winter of 1942 began to tighten its icy grip, the tide of the war was about to turn dramatically. In a masterful stroke of strategic brilliance, the Soviet High Command launched Operation Uranus. Like the two arms of a colossal pincer, Soviet armies smashed through the weaker Romanian and Italian forces protecting the German flanks. Within days, the trap was sprung. The entire German Sixth Army, over 250,000 men, was completely encircled, cut off from all supplies and with no hope of escape. Hitler, raging from his distant headquarters, forbade any attempt at a breakout. His order was absolute: no surrender. As the Russian winter intensified, the once invincible German soldiers were reduced to starving, freezing specters, their ammunition dwindling and their hope extinguished. In his frozen headquarters, Field Marshal Friedrich Paulus understood the grim reality. His army, the pride of the Wehrmacht, was doomed. The end came in the bitter cold of January 1943. After months of starvation and hopeless resistance, the remnants of the Sixth Army finally capitulated. The images of surrender were apocalyptic. Tens of thousands of emaciated, frostbitten soldiers stumbling into Soviet captivity, their arrogance replaced by hollow-eyed despair. Of the nearly 100,000 who surrendered, fewer than 6,000 would ever see Germany again. The cost of the battle was staggering, almost beyond comprehension. The Axis powers suffered over 850,000 casualties. The Soviet Union, in defending the city, lost more than 1.1 million soldiers and civilians. In total, nearly 2 million lives were extinguished in this single titanic struggle. The Battle of Stalingrad was not merely a victory, it was an annihilation that forever broke the back of the German war effort on the Eastern Front. From the ashes of the city now named Volgograd, the colossal statue the motherland calls rises, a permanent, silent testament to the single bloodiest battle in human history and the definitive turning point of the Second World War.